Hello, I'm Gabby Hearts from Gabby Illustrate, and okay, so today I'm gonna rant a bit. But first, grab yourself something to drink. I'm drinking green tea with lemon because I have a bit of a cold in my throat. But drink whatever you want, and please join me. So first off, I want to note that look, you can see my table. It is not the cleanest table, I know. Um, and there's a reason for that. So, I originally had something else planned to do today. I mean, I planned to do this, but much later, later on. I originally was going to draw these characters that I had made a polls and questions about on apps. But yesterday I woke up and my table was flooded, and so was the papers that was on my table. Yes. So now I have a bunch of ruined papers. The ones I'm showing you are not is the worst of it. I managed to save some of it. So I'm gonna do the other thing I plan to do today, which is use up all these watercolors. I had this set since I was a kid, and I always wanted to use. I was never a watercolor person. The oil pastels, I'm pretty sure I lost. All right, let's forget that about that. But yeah, I never was much of a watercolor person until I got a little bit older, and I just use it as a quick wash. I never use it, so today I'm going to try to use up all these watercolors in this kit using all the papers as ruined. I might as well. I don't want to throw them away. So let's do that. So here's the gist. The whole point or reason why I started doing this, specifically this, is because my papers got ruined by water from the boiler. Well, radiator. It didn't. Okay. It started with the boiler overflowing with water, and because my room is the first one to get heat or something, a lot of the water was overflooded. It was started coming out, and the first place it hit was my room. Last night I thought it was dealt with. The night before I thought it was dealt with. Um, but it wasn't, because the following morning half my table was soaked. My windowsill was soaked, so all the papers that was underneath my table was soaked. And so now I had a pile of ruined paper. Or at least I thought so, but after it dried out, I realized some of it was salvageable. Salvageable? Am I saying this right? Anyway. And the rest wasn't. So I decided to, and I'm not the one to waste paper. So I decided to take it upon myself and take the ruined paper and use it to do this. Also, I'm not the type to waste useful art products. Not good, not great, but it's useful. I don't know what to say. At least in my hands, it is useful. I don't know if I said it earlier. Not the greatest with watercolor. So I'm taking the papers I have that's the most ruined and using it. But of all the things that I think came out the most ruined was the tracing paper and my canvas, which I wish I took the time to check on that carefully, because I just quickly glanced over it and like, yeah, it's alright. And then when I was moving my stuff, I realized, shit, there's water here. Where's the water come from? It's not underneath the boiler, so it can't be there. I mean, it's not underneath the radiator. So it can't be come from there. And then I took out my canvases and realized they're wet. So most of them came out fine. It's just this one came out really, really bad, and hopefully still usable. savageable. It hurts. But you know what, there's stuff, and yeah, as I said, it's still useful. I'm using it now. But I think what hurts the most is the day before, I took my time to create this character for my friend, and it came out really good. He liked it, I loved it. I was supposed to put it away, but I was gonna scan it first, but I have no idea where I put my USB drive. Another thing I have to worry and think about. But anyway, pushing that aside. So I have to the friend, I left it on my table, the exact table that is about to be ruined. I left it on the table, put a bucket underneath the radio, hoping that it will catch everything, not thinking that it will also come from my ceiling because of the radio from the room on top of from the radio from on top of my room. And yeah, that's exactly what happened. All that got ruined. That was the one that got the most ruined, I think, of everything on my table, because everything was soaked, completely soaked, and whatever color I did on top of it was what's that word again? Well, basically, the colors was ruined, and I was so sad and depressed and angry, mostly at myself for not putting it away properly. But you know, all the other characters could have been ruined because it was right on top of it, the folder that I had put all my characters in. So I guess, you know, someone was looking out for me, so I didn't get all my characters ruined. And yeah. So, but you know what? As I said, I'm gonna push aside, and you know, I'm gonna just think of the positives. I still have a lot of my work and paper that's still usable, salvageable. Like, it was just the work on my table, the work and the supplies on my table. So I'm just gonna keep telling that to myself, so I feel less depressed, and you know, get my anger out through drawing and art, I guess. Speaking of drawing and art, the picture I'm doing right now, which is something that I have not planned out, but is coming out much better than I would usually thought. Well, usually better than when I ever plan it out sometimes. Or better when I just going straight to paper without even thinking about it. I just went for it and for an angle I like to do or wanted to see, and I guess I didn't really approach it. I will think of it that way, I guess. I should do it more often. But yeah, same thing with the colors. The only thing that jumped to me was the window, which I was thinking night sky, and just went from there. I no idea what I'm doing, much less, as I said, I'm not a watercolorist. I just use a flat wash, and if this doesn't show, yay, but I'm pretty sure it is. Not even coloring the lines, I think. I'm not even trying. I think I'm trying, but it's watercolors. I don't expect it to stay in a line, at least not for me, especially with the brush I'm using. It's a large brush. I should have took a smaller one, but I don't know which small one I could use for my watercolor, because sometimes I also use it for my acrylic or my oils. I don't keep my brushes perfectly organized as I should, but that's fault-wise in me. Maybe I should have think that out through better. No, actually I say that, but I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna stuff it in the same package and just call it a day. What if you heard that? I know? Alright. And you know what? It's a nice sunny day, so I think it is. So, you know, take what I can get. And I'm trying not to think, but I'm hoping that it doesn't get worse because this water is still flowing. And I'm just scared that not just my table get ruined, but also my floor. I have to clean up a huge puddle on my floor, and the floor I have can be easily ruined by water. So, and that's something I really can't afford to fix, even more so. So, counting my blessings, and hopefully I don't have to think about this specific situation with the boiler again. Okay, and I think that's it for now, at least about the boiler. And now I'm gonna get myself another cup. See you then. So from the last video, it sounds like I was done. Oh no, I'm far from done. I have a few more things to say, especially with some special updates. But first, grab yourself something to drink. I am drinking this fresh homemade golden apple juice with some rum in it, and they all melted. But I also use this ice cubes of cat eye steels, which is so cute. I don't know if you still see it. It's melted. So let me start. So I'm gonna start with the big glaring elephant on my desk, and that is that big container. Why is that container on my desk? Because my radiator started dripping again. Yes, not me and you, but someone else. We went to check the boiler, and it was overflowing again. I don't know why. This would be a good time to handyman. Anyway, this time I'm going to do some gesture drawings, and instead of using the paper I was before, first let me show you how the last one came out. I don't know if you can see it, but I added some pen, a line art pen after dried, just a little bit what I needed. And so the gesture I switched from my sketchbook paper to this big sheet that I cut into a few smaller pieces. And I taped part of it up so I don't have to worry about it moving around. I'm not even going to worry about it warping. Let it warp. I'm just doing gesture drawings. And I decided to check out this site and use the gesture drawings from the site that was recommended by Jazza from Drawing with Jazza. And I'm really excited to do it. So let's get started. Okay, so before I jump back into it, I just want to point out that after I let this dry, the last one dry, I added some line art to it, just where I think it was needed or necessary. Okay, now back to what I wanted to talk about, which is about the coronavirus. As I'm doing this, it is March. And while I'm thinking about this, and I had a trip planned out for April, but I just recently found out that it was canceled for me. Which, you know, I wouldn't be too angry about, except that the website that I booked it with, I can't even reach them, either by phone or website. And I don't know what to do to get my money back or to perform my trip. So, and then my sister who handled the flight she managed to get something, credit or something for the flight. So maybe we could postpone it. But the deal is that I have to deal with the hotel, and I'm not sure how the hotel will handle handle this? If they even have the money. That's the thing. I don't even know who has the money. Did the company that booked it take the money? Did the hotel have some money? Can I even get my money back if that's the case? I don't know. And it was a lot of money. And it's not just me. That's the only thing. It's not just me. There's a lot of people into this. Don't stress it out. Stress it out. And, you know, now I'm doing this, so I feel better and less stressed. And it's taking it out on this, and try not to think too much about it. But I know that after I do this, I'm just gonna go straight back thinking about it. So maybe I just hop on another project. I've done another, but I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do, what I can't do, but I'm just gonna keep hope that it works out. And you know, there's a lot of people who has it worse than me. I also have a cold, but you know what? I'm just keeping hope and faith that I'll get through it and I get better. Just get a lot of sleep and medicine, I guess. Lots of sleep and medicine. And I still have a family, and hopefully my friends are taking care of themselves too. Keep in touch. That's all. And my cat. And I just gotta do the best what's for me, my family. Yeah, that's all I can do. That's all I can think about. And that's the only thing I can control, as far as I know. I wish I could do more sometimes. Emphasis on the word sometimes. And I guess that's it. But as I said, I'm not going to think too deeply about it farther than I can control. And I guess it gives me more time to spend on this. So, and my other projects that I've been lining up to do, so you know, I'm just going to refocus my energy on that, and then get to the hotel, talk to them, and hope things work out with them, because I've been planning this trip since last year. And I don't know, there's a lot of what ifs and things that worries me, but I'm trying not to let it get too deep to me. But I don't know. And talking about things I do know. This website that I'm using, this figure drawing. I'm doing like multiple figure drawings of different times that I got from a site that I found out from watching Drawing with Jazza. And it's really useful, and I'm really glad that he did a YouTube on it, because I like doing figure drawings, but I'm usually too lazy to go to them. And so also I'm switching now that I have a lot of room and paper and watercolors that I just want to use up. I guess it's a good time to do so. And I started with a 30-second drawing and moved towards a 20-second drawing. Well, I did. And you know, I like doing these figure drawings, especially starting with 30 seconds to get you really loosened up. And by the time I did a 20 drawing, it felt like it was going on forever. You know, even before then, even when I was in like the 10-15 minute one, I don't remember what it was. I think it was 10, but it felt so long. It probably felt like it was 15. That after doing such quick drawings that the longer it takes, I was like, okay, I have like a lot of time to kill. What am I supposed to add to this? What else I'm supposed to do? That's how it felt like. But I like it, and yeah, so I did 30 seconds, 1 minute. I think I did 2 minutes, 2 to 5 minutes. Yeah, 5 minutes. Then I jumped to 10, and I did 20. And I really like, and some of them I have figures you can see I really screwed up on, but the whole point was just to get the gist and the energy, which is what I was trying to focus on, and then get as much details as possible as the time get longer. And I also added some more colors. The more longer the timing to take each figure, the more colors I add to it. Like I started for 1 color per figure, then I went to 2 colors per figure, then I went to 3, and which is where I'm, and then I went to like 4 or 5, probably 6 too. I think I went to 6 colors by the time I get to 20. But at least I wanted to, but the figure was mostly in black with just the skin color, so I didn't know how much color I could actually add to that. I mostly just went over it, dark colors with more dark colors to make it darker, because I didn't want to go full on pure black. And I also, when I went to the 3 colors, I kind of screwed up on how to use the colors. But after doing the 1 figure, I think in the 5 minute, I figured out how to do it. And then also, quick side note, it was it caught me off guard. One of the figures I was doing at 10:15, I thought I put clothes. So the second figure, I thought she was clothed with like a bathing suit on. To turn out she was in her birthday suit, like completely nude. I was like, oh, that kind of ruined things of how I was gonna do it. But anyway, I didn't go too far into it, so I was able to work with it. But that caught me off guard. Anyway, I'm gonna go fill up another cup again, and I will see you soon. For me, a few hours. You? Few seconds. Few seconds. Okay, so this is my video, I swear. I know it seems like I'm dragging on. I'm not. I'm going to do the last bit of my run, so join me with a drink. I am drinking black tea with honey and milk. Okay, so I had this idea to use this, the last one will be on this paper pad, which I had since high school. Someone gave it to me as a gift. But then I got an idea because to use with my room tracing paper, and to use that for another project, for another supply that's also going to ruin, I think because of heat, it's kind of melting. So I'm going to use the paper and the tracing paper for that, the pad and the tracing paper for that. I think it'll be fun. I might record it. So, which leaves me with the big paper or my sketchbook, the paper for my sketch pad. Guess I'm going with my sketch pad. So, I'm not going to keep you long, I promise. I'm going to keep this one shorter. And I just want to, more as a reevaluation for myself, is to have more confidence in my work and what I'm doing. Because that's what I've been struggling with, is having more confidence and be proud of my work, even though it's crap. Kind of like what I've been doing. But have more pride in myself and strive to do the best I can do, or try the best I can be, and have more pride in myself and confidence in myself that I can do it, even if I first time doing it or been doing it over and over again, whatever. So yeah, my voice, I don't know why I feel like it's going, maybe it's cough and whatever. Okay. Okay. So yeah. And so yeah, and like I want to also focus on what I like to do and do that more. Also, what I like to live more and do that more. And I really like doing paintings. Maybe not specific these watercolors, but I do like to paint with acrylics, nails, inks, especially inks. Also, kind of like to do what I've been doing with the Sharpies, with using alcohol and using as a painting, using as paints. I think it's really fun and interesting. So I'm gonna do that more. I am also, I'm gonna take back from digital. I've been trying struggles to make digital work for me, and it's not. So I'm gonna take a step back from that. But I do so like what I did last time with core painting. If I could maybe try again one more time, redo it. I think I'm gonna take one of these drawings I did and redo it on core painting, core art, and hopefully I'll make it look better. That'll be great. Sorry if I'm coughing so much now. Clear my throat. Something feels wrong with my throat or my voice right now. But anyway. So yeah, and this one, the drawing I'm doing right now, is my final drawing for the day. I've been feeling so at peace with myself after doing all these drawings and talking my feelings out to, I guess, whoever's listening. So I'm doing it like a yin yang sign with cat voice, question mark. I haven't really thought of style, I saw the idea. I didn't think about what they might be. But if you want to think they're girls, they're girls, I guess. I don't care. They're just cat bodies and yin yang sign. And I didn't really think of what I wanted to do with the outside of it, so I put X's. And then I just thought of like just red, but the red was like really vibrant, so mix it with black, I guess. And then it came out that I don't know what I was going for, I guess. And I didn't really think this through, just like the other ones, but I think this one shows more. Anyway, maybe I'll think it more next time. So I'm gonna wrap it up. And also, I just want to add everything. We're gonna start wrapping up. With the mistake I did with the coloring, the coloring choices I made is another big issue I had, specifically with the darker and lighter, the darker skin tone with the lighter background, kind of blends. I feel like, although it is, and I try to make it darker, I don't know if it helped at all. But yeah, this probably be the one I redo. Probably. Because I really don't like the colors I'm picking. Although I like the idea, not the colors or the background. So maybe I could redo this digitally sometime later in the future. Maybe. Note to self. So yeah. I'm gonna wrap it from there. And if you watched till the end, this is official. I'm done. Thank you for watching. Bye.